Minocqua Brewing Company owner Kirk Bangstad was in Rhinelander today for a public hearing before the Oneida County Board of Appeals. The meeting was to discuss whether the revoking of the brewing company's permit was right or wrong. Our own Shauna Johnson was there and has the details.
The public hearing was meant to discuss whether the Minocqua Brewing Company's conditional use permit should have been revoked by the zoning committee. But Bangstad repeatedly brought up allegations over First Amendment rights, which the Board of Appeals has no power over.
That's out of order. It's not relevant to this hearing right now. Why are you doing things that are out of order?
Mr. Bangstad, you're not the judge here. So
are you a judge? You're the insurance-hired lawyer to protect this committee from violating due process, which you are not doing very well.
Correct.
Kirk Bangstad agreed to a conditional use permit for his business, the Minocqua Brewing Company, back in October of 2023. After failing to meet the parts of the agreement, the Oneida County Zoning Committee revoked Bangstad's permit last summer. At Thursday's Board of Adjustments public hearing, Bangstad alleged selective enforcement being weaponized against him because of his progressive politics.
I'm going to advise you that due to my First Amendment rights and my ability to petition the government, that I'm going to read my prepared statement and present my exhibits. And if you don't like that, then you can call a judge or you can physically remove me from this room.
Bangstad was repeatedly told that his comments were outside of the scope of the meeting.
The Board of Zoning Appeals has no jurisdiction or authority to rule upon constitutional issues. We won't be ruling on those issues today. Testimony and evidence in regard to the alleged political retaliation and suppression of free speech is not at issue here today.
Members of the board voiced their displeasure in Bangstad.
But it provides context, does it not?
No.
This is the most insulted I've ever been in terms of my intelligence to look at materials and come to a judgment.
He was eventually escorted out of the meeting by Captain Tyler Young of the Sheriff's Office. Bangstad's attorney, Fred Melms, went on to make arguments defending Bangstad's compliance to the conditional use permit. Zoning Department lead Carl Jenrich went on to provide testimony to how Bangstad failed to comply to some of the conditions of the permit, such as proper stormwater management and State Department of Transportation rules. The Board of Adjustment ultimately decided revoking Bangstad's conditional use permit was warranted. Bangstad will not legally be able to operate his storefront in Minocqua. Also during the meeting, Bangstad was served court documents regarding a separate case of criminal defamation charges.